See, this is why we don't. So this time of year, that's all you see. On the cowardice never pick me, they know I'm choking.
You are watching ESPN. Coverage of the 2024 WNBA playoffs presented by Google. A gorgeous fall day in Connecticut, and playoff basketball is here. Game one. Of this best-of-3 first-round series between the 3-seed Connecticut Sun and the 6-seed Indiana Fever. The fans stuffing into Mohegan Sun Arena to see the playoff debut of that supernova. Guy Harris, TJ Farrington, Connor Thomas, and Bree Jones. Huge disparity in experience between these teams when it comes to this type of time of year. And the Indiana Fever is 19. Playoff game. 22.
0 on Kingston experience from the start of the Indiana Fever and is a playoff often rhyme experience.
First time since Minnesota in 03. That's the age when his Fire started 5. It's making. His playoff debut. Boston and Jones to jump it up. Ball in the arms of Park.
Here we go.
Oh, come on. to me. Okay, let's get back.
Welcome to the WNBA Fever with us.
What's the slope?
Successful challenge. The foul was incorrectly called on Aaliyah Boston. The foul stands, but it's charged to Lexi Hall instead. Indiana still has a challenge to you. Just because it was successful, but they have one instead of two because of that egregious decision to assign the foul to Boston.
So that's the thing to me is you get to the successful use.
Then we have two more challenges just because the official will decide the foul.
Well, Aaliyah Boston is somewhere near that play. I mean, that's just a massive witness in that moment from the officials. So what you have is a sign of bounds for Connecticut and an early personal on Lexi Hall.
We did see on that. Like, maybe they have 4 players and trying to get on the defensive glass because for them they want to get out in transition and it's going to start with cleaning up the defensive boards.
There's Connor. Smith on her. Shot clock at 4. Into Jones working Boston and the shot clock expires. Defensive step there for Indiana.
That's a luxury. Aaliyah Boston is a very good post defender, so you do not need to send extra bot. These will help. Connecticut will use the same thing on the other end, but Brianna Jones will get straight coverage against Aaliyah Boston.
And to your point about Boston, Chris, besides this rave to us about Boston's defense. So that's improved throughout the season, how critical it has been to Indiana. Here is Cole looking for Clark. Off the hand of Clark. Harassed by Carrington. Finds Boston. Gets hit. And Taylor Clark in pain after she caught that fingertip in the eye or right around it from Carrington with no whistle. Now, there's nothing. Indiana can challenge here because no clearly on purpose from Carrington, but also enough contact that it's certain.
Right in the eye.
Could have been a personal.
Well, I think it's a personal foul. I don't think it's flavored. Let's see. Might have got her right in the eye.
If it's not really about it's our first. And then if it's your third, in the double.
Let's see if I can catch it. That one a whole lot better. Let's see if this does better.
Smith collects the air ball. Sees it from toward the ball. And on the foul.
Uh-oh. This is going to be a physical game.
Looks like, is that Ty Harris who is down after the foul?
Oh, and she's holding her ankle. Oh,
That's
no.
AT.
It's AT who's down.
Not Alyssa Thomas.
No, check that.
No, it's not Alyssa Thomas. Alyssa Thomas standing right there. I think that's Ty Harris.
No, it's Ty Harris who is
Yeah.
down. It's Ty Harris who is down. Or if you obstructed on the other side of the floor, Ty Harris, who is down in pain after getting called for the foul on the delivery from three from Lexi Hall. Ty Harris, who has ascended to the starting point guard role and done a wonderful job for the Sun this season. Clearly in a lot of pain after that foul.
Yeah, this looks like this is going to be a physical one.
Career highs across the board this season for Ty Harris. Rebecca, a disjointed start to this game. A lot of whistles, a challenge already.
Oh, that was her running into Lexi. So she got called for the foul and potentially a twisted ankle.
You know, clearly a foul on Harris, but then she takes the brunt of it as she landed on the foot of Lexi Hall.
Oh, yeah. Oh, all the way twisted.
You have to allow space for the shooter to land. Harris did not, but it's Harris who ends up rolling that right ankle.
Oh, this is ooh, if Harris goes out, this is gonna be a blow to the Connecticut Sun.
Oh, that one really went over too.
Oh, this does not look good.
As you were saying, Ty Harris has been so good for the Connecticut.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a blow for the Connecticut Sun.
Sun this season. 3-point percentage has continued to go up as the season went on. The decision making. One of their better perimeter defenders as well.
I went with Fernando Martin, and I was quite nervous. He was saying, "No, Bacon, it's okay. I'm with you."
Copa Barón de Güell, premiando equipos o selecciones nacionales que se hayan destacado por su actuación deportiva durante el año, concedido a la Selección Nacional de Baloncesto de Discapacitados Intelectuales. Recoge el premio el capitán del equipo, don Ramón Torres Soto, y el presidente de la Federación, don Fernando Martí Vicente.
I'm super. Oh.
Can't believe it.
We all smiling. It was a good day. There was a lot of photos in the newspaper, and my dad looked at it and looked at me and said, "Well, this is a very nice photo." And that same day, was out seeing the word, I found this in my room. I couldn't talk to him, nothing, but we smiled. What I was trying to say, I'm proud, but and don't forget what you've done. Yeah.
Para mi equipo, Ramón Torres, fuera un auténtico dolor de muelas. Mi nombre es Javier Vega y en el año 97 me ofrezco voluntario en la Escuela de Discapacitados Intelectuales del Club Baloncesto Catalán. Y no había muchos equipos. Yo tenía que conocer la competición. Cuando jugábamos los campeonatos de España y nos tocó jugar todos los años con Adel Burjasson, que era el equipo donde jugaba Raúl.
She can handle the basketball here. It's coming down. And one.
Connecticut shoots more free throw attempts per game than any team in the WNBA. Taking a look at the upcoming WNBA national TV schedule, ESPN tonight, Minnesota hosts Phoenix. Game 1, 5 p.m. Eastern, is in Seattle, Vegas. Always a great playoff matchup. For more on these games, please go to WNBA. This is the WNBA app.
One of the things Maria Mabry brings to the Sun team is a guard who can post up inside. You saw her get fouled in the last possession.
Here's Paul off to Clark. Clark goes for 3 at the start of this game. Boston. This is to Hall, and a 3-second violation called against Indiana. I believe on Melissa Smith. And that is the one spot in the rotation for Indiana where Christie Sides can press a different button throughout the course of the game. Whether it's Tenny Thag-Benlay, whether it's Tamira Stuntus, it's not always a role with Melissa Smith.
And a couple of possessions ago, when Ty Harris got hurt at the end of it, Melissa Smith did a great job running the floor. They're giving the offensive boards. It's the other things that she can bring that will help her keep it.
It's fouled by Bree Jones.
In the last possession for Indiana, Caitlin Clark, when the blitz came, unbothered. First game of the season here, when the blitz came, bothered.
Very bothered.
She is completely unbothered by it at this point of the season. We saw that throughout the course of the last couple of months as well. She just kind of learned as different things were being thrown at her all season long to the point where here we're seeing a player who doesn't quite look like a rookie on the field.
She averaged 21 points and 10 assists the final 23 games of the season. Those are unheard of numbers in the W. Here's Boston. Brad dribbling down. Bree Jones. Now, the steal. Forward stretch to Boston. Finish.
I can't believe Boston missed that.
Here's Patterson transition.
No good. Oh no.
Ball trying to get around Mabry. Far to the wing.
Not the reverse layup. I think that's Caitlin Clark's first points, the reverse layup.
Wow, this is a physical game. This is playoff basketball. The officials are letting a lot go.
And Caitlin Clark told us before the game, we need to expect that nothing will be called. Don't try and get the whistle. Try and finish the layup.
And that's certainly what she does here, attacking. Maria Mabry moving her feet as best she can. That is a tough finish inside.
Well, that's what we saw, Rebecca. I mean, from the Caitlin Clark was incredible. This year, the pace, you look at the numbers on Star, it's at the top of the league as Mabry gets whistled for the personal.
And Mabry's going to bring a little of that to her as well. She has a real toughness and physicality here, just kind of rolls her shoulder, lowers her shoulder, and so getting in the way. But I like the fight and the toughness and all of that Maria Mabry brings.
It puts in the handle. Lawrence 3 off the mark. Three from downtown in the corner. Bonner has 10 points in the first. Tied at 16. You're in game one. Best of three. First round series. Mitchell Paul. Jones inside. And finishes. As it's stripped away by Paul Timber the stadium. Here's Paul Gibson. Transition. Clark trying to dump it down, and it's not that bounce. Stays here. Looked like it lasted that way, but it will stay with Indiana.
It definitely lasted that way.
And I think that there's a chance Stephanie White might challenge this. Turn to her bench to say, to review it. As of now, is not going to. Olivia Nelson-Adona, Veronica Pertney to the game for Connecticut.
Yeah, it's definitely
The last hits the
Super
left-handed
Baby.
back Benley, so Indiana catches the break. Here's Clark, right back to Hull, and Hull is out of bounds.
She steps out of bounds. She stepped out of bounds.
And Clark saying, no, she was not out of bounds. Getting technical foul.
Oh, I thought it was on Clark. I think Clark had to get that. Christy Sides had to get that to calm Caitlin Clark down. First technical on the coach.
And Mabry takes the free throw.
Yeah, she catches it before she establishes inside. I like the feisty Christy Sides. I have no problem with that technical foul at all. And plus, you don't want your players to be the ones arguing, so it's a way to say, listen, I got your back here. All right.
Right.
Now you got settled in. Not forget
What we saw is Caitlin has a cavalry of teammates to try and keep her away from tees. She finished one shy of being suspended. Carrington.
Oh, in and out.
Thomas up the O board.
Good put back by Thomas.
A choppy opening quarter, but a very competitive one.
number one problem for Indiana is keeping Connecticut off the offensive glass, and it's hurting their ability to push and transition as well.
Connecticut a +5 on the glass in general. Mitchell. Let's see how the offensive glass. Another chance for Mitchell. Can't hit. Here's Thomas. Spinning, dishing, Mabry to the corner. Burton. Way out to Mark. It's Thomas around the rebound.
That's Lexi Hall is one of the best offensive rebounding guards in the league simply because she attacks the offensive glass so hard.
There is Clark around. Burton gets fouled.
You gotta like how Lexi Hall has come alive in this last half of the WNBA regular season and carrying that over into the playoffs.
When Indiana's at its best, it plays a game of great fluidity led by Caitlin Clark. When you play Connecticut, you are not going to be able to play a game of fluidity. And Clark gets the free throw. How do you adapt and adjust to that, knowing it's going to be a little bit more in the mud against the Connecticut Sun?
Well, I've already talked about it a little bit, but number one, you got to get the defensive boards because you're going to play with much more fluidity when you get out in transition, for sure. But you have to still continue to make the same hard cuts and just know you're going to get chopped sometimes when you're going through the lane. But keep Connecticut working on the defensive end of the floor.
Holly, you have an update on Ty Harris?
Ty Harris is doubtful to return to the game. They're going to reevaluate her at the half, but right now it's not looking good that she will return to the game.
All right, thank you very much, Al. Mabry leading in. It's a three. Back and lay the rebound. Here comes Clark. Saw that Harris looked like she was in a lot of pain. Clark drops it to Mitchell, and Mitchell steps it out. It'll be Connecticut basketball. Turnovers were a big issue for Indiana in all of their meetings with Connecticut. They averaged 18 per game. Four thus far in this first quarter. Boston, Lexi Hall getting a breather for Indiana. Dolphins and Wheeler in. Here's Thomas. Bentley went for the steal. Nelson Adora. One opportunity for Indiana. Clark was trying to indicate that to Wheeler, who did not capitalize. Here's Mitchell. The speedy guard looks back a pass. Does this.
You don't want Dantas to get
Demir's focus and the way she's been shooting the three ball in particular lately just changes things because now you have so much more spacing on the floor.
so much 3-point shooting for Indiana.
This is the 3-point line.
39% on the season. Thomas leads the time for Indiana. Here is Clark up to Wheeler. Boy. Approach there for Caitlin Clark and Indiana.
Some feelings you can get with any sportsbook. No.
Now, here are two teams that both look like they want to be here, unlike that Atlanta game. So, and this looks like this is going to be a very physical game. We're going to see who folds first, if anyone. They may fight this one out to the finish. Tasha Harris has went out for Connecticut Sun. She rolled her ankle trying to defend a 3-point from Lexi Hall. So she got a foul. Lexi shot 3 and she left the game, and doesn't appear that she'll come back into the game. They're gonna evaluate her ankle at halftime or reevaluate. We'll see how it goes. Why does it say not in English? Literally right here.
Winner of this series will play the winner of Minnesota and Phoenix in the semifinals. Lynx and Mercury tip off their game 1, 5 Eastern.
It's just
On ESPN tonight, and what could perhaps be the final playoff series in the career of Diana Taurasi. And a clock violation. What? Oh, just a whole lot of chop, right? A whole lot of chop. Thus far here. This is not the kind of day you go snorkeling. You stay on the boat, you hang on. You hope you don't have too full a stomach. Clark, get ready to check the team for the Here's Mitchell around the Ducks' screen. Mitchell shooties into the paint and lays it.
It's so hard to pay extra attention to because she's so quick and yet retreat and get around the defense as well.
Her speed is second to none in this. Lead. Here's Mabry. Mabry turns, can't block it in. Boston secures the lead. Off to Wheeler. Indiana looking to push. Here's Wheeler twisting, turning, flipping. Gets the foul call. But Alyssa Thomas, her first, and Wheeler will shoot two.
Something like was talking about before the game, how far it is to send to Tiffany Mitchell. There you go. Retreat, and she just goes right up. It's like Kelsey Mitchell.
Kelsey Mitchell, a legitimate shot to be either first or second team all. WNBA this season. 7th year with Indiana, the first playoff game. And Wheeler, this is the first. Now Mitchell will get a breather. She and Clark play nearly every minute for Indiana. They have been the best backcourt in the league since the Olympic break. 2-point Connecticut lead. A little more than 3 minutes into the second quarter of game one of this best of 3 first-round series. Jones throws it out of bounds. And Connecticut turns it over.
Really nice backside rotation defensively by Indiana there. Just to come in, muck up the paint a little bit and force the turnover.
Fifth turnover for the Sun.
Entré en la facultad de periodismo. No podía compaginarlo.
What's it?
Who else? We got now. Your Wyndham is waiting. Whether it's for the bucket lists, the free breakfasts and Wi-Fi, or the romantic getaways, with 24 trusted brands by Wyndham to choose from, your Wyndham is waiting. Get the lowest price at WyndhamHotels.com.
That's ludicrous.
Ludicrous.
All right, who called for ludicrous?
Sorry, we went. This is ludicrous.
Yeah.
Well, you don't tell ludicrous what's ludicrous. Ludicrous tells you what's ludicrous.
Okay.
Well, that is ludicrous. You don't need me for this. Hang on. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is.
Good thing you have State Farm. Just file a claim on the app or call us.
Guess I can go.
And then she can roll out.
No, I don't.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Lights. Dancing.
Having a night at the office.
Something debut.
Oh, it's really snowed on Dancing with the Stars live Tuesday.
You know when you're living your life and then all of a sudden you're out there helping cops solve crimes? That's me.
That big brain of hers is going to help us close up a lot of cases.
The dead body, gotta go.
High potential. New Tuesday on ABC.
Check out tonight's WNBA Tips brought to you by Google. Being engaged to pull the lot of honor. Alyssa Thomas arriving together in style, and they have both been so effective.
And so important to the success of Connecticut for the team.
So good at it. Transition where she can not only score but can assist as well. And of course, her favorite target when it comes to dropping dimes. It's certainly the one of what. Continue some circle you see using the Google. You see the combo between those two this season. Let's send things over to Holly.
Well,
Talked to the one about her before the game about coming into the playoff. There is no active player in the league who has played in the WNBA longer than DeWanna Bauer. Diana Taurasi. She's in her 15th season, but she doesn't play like that. She still looks fresh. They've got her out here guarding Caitlin Clark, and she said, this is the first time I don't feel exhausted going into the postseason. In previous years, so many games back to back, she said, I feel fresh. I feel ready. We've had more weapons throughout the course of the regular season, and so she is ready to lead this team, and you're seeing it this early today.
should we pass this the time?
Yeah.
To the one of
For Candace Parker.
the series angry.
The score table's having a little. They're used to night games. It's a day game. Just getting caught up.
Maybe it's the equipment. Why not? Be the operators.
That's
Maybe
true.
the equipment.
Whatever it is, there as I mean, Chrissy Sides talked to us about this. Talked to us about it in her interview. If it's she stepped right up with Leah Boston. There's been just a lot of little unorthodox stoppages that have contributed to the lack of rhythm in this first half. But it's been a competitive tight game. And Justice lays it in on the number first ball. Duntis has been massive off the bench. 10 points now. Here's Thomas. Picking it out. Mabry guarded by Smart. There's Mabry. Hand in her face. Unable to hit it. Bree Jones, another all four for him. Connecticut. Better look for Mabry. And again, the clock operators put the shot clock at 4. Rather than 24, and Caitlin Park's frustrated, saying, "We're off a miss. We want to run." This is inexplicable. How many issues there have been with the clock thus far here at Mohegan Sun Arena. And the other times it happened at seemingly benign moments, but that's one off a miss where Indiana's looking. Going to push, of course. And what happened was, you see the shot clock.
Dejanay Carrington is outstanding in that regard.
Here's Mitchell. Mitchell hopping. to traffic. Off to Boston. Thought about it. Will fire. Can't hit. And over 5 from deep. And a whistle is going to against home, and that will be her third. So a key foul against Lexi Hall, who is a critical on-court member for the
target 6 minutes in this game, and she's just constantly in motion. As soon as a shot goes up, she's attacking the glass, gets inside. Gets her teammates extra possessions. Yeah, we talked about it throughout the course of the season. She has had many times where she has gotten into foul trouble.
We also have seen Caitlin Clark is 0 for 5 from 3, 1 of 7 from the floor. But she's gotten good looks. These have not been, the kind of looks where it feels like it's a force or it's been tough to get open like it was early in the season against Connecticut.
It kind of reminds me of their last game that they played against Vegas at their place, which was scoreless in the first half and had 14 points in the third. The second half.
Katie Lou Samuelson in for the first time this half for Indiana with Paul on the bench with 3. Here's Mitchell diving in. The paint, the pro. 7 to shoot. Mitchell looking to find. Space was tripped up out of bounds on her. And it turns up for 2:35 to go to first down. Connecticut 5-2.
Hey, what's up? Wanted to compose?
Welcome to Big T, the Big ET.
Dude, is this all teak?
Between you and me, it's mostly oak.
It's great, but I need help starting my own business like you did.
Use LegalZoom. It's a fast and easy way to start your own business.
That is easy.
Yeah? LegalZoom. Now you're in business.
Is this phone made of wood?
Yes. You want to buy one?
No. I have a surprise for you.
Oh, yes, please.
Feast your eyes on this.
That's sexy. Feels so new.
I want to feel this feeling again and again.
Can I hold it?
How bad do you want to hold it?
Not in a bag, but pretty please.
Please don't. Go ahead, press the button.
Oh, it's glowing.
We should do this more often.
Agreed.
Rekindle the feeling of love with a new iPhone 16 Pro Max. You can feel it again and again with the latest iPhones every year with AT&T Next Up Anytime.
Hey guys, let's talk about ESPN Bet, the sports book from your favorite sports brand. With ESPN Bet, you'll get a seamless, personalized experience, and with a couple of taps, add a market you see in the ESPN app to ESPN Bet. Start building your bet slips and add a profit boost to increase your winnings, or check out tons of parlays in the new Parlay Lounge. So easy, you can even sweat your bet alongside your favorite ESPN personalities, including me. So, what are you waiting for? Download today.
Ready?
Wild Robot is 100% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. Movies just don't get better than this.
Sometimes to survive, you must become more than you were programmed to be.
The Wild Robot is a cinematic achievement on every level and the best animated movie of the year.
How do you rate my performance?
I
We'll register that as a 10.
The Wild Robot in theaters Friday.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing to keep us focused. A habit we never skip, to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep it moving? To drown out self-doubt and support your mental health. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body. It's about taking care of your mental health. Discover the resources that you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Welcome back to ESPN's coverage of the 2024 WNBA playoffs presented by Google. Caitlin Clark's impact is just almost incomparable to anything we've seen in team sports. 17 of the top 20 highest rated television games, Indiana games. Ticket sales, 15 of the top 20 highest average price tickets, Indiana games. Then how about this? League records for both average home and road attendance set this season by the Indiana Fever. And yes, there's an active watch party in Indiana right now as they cheer on their Fever, trailing by 2 to the Sun, first half of game 1. And plenty of Fever fans in the building here in Connecticut. Lexi Hall on the bench with a third foul. That's key for Indiana. Taylor Samuelson out there. Switched on to Thomas. And a whistle and a defensive 3-second violation call against Indiana. A free throw coming for Connecticut as we check in with Holly Rock.
And that Caitlin Clark effect continues to drive ticket prices even today. When comparing game 1, this is according to Vivid Seats, between Indiana and the Sun, the entirety of the 2023 WNBA Finals. This matchup is 70% more in demand than the finals were last year with the Liberty and A. The average ticket price $178. The final last year average ticket price was $105. So we just continue to see her drive. The market breaking everything. What I have found from everybody I've talked to, they might come for Caitlin, but they say it's a great player.
Two for one, he's down. Angel moves it out of bounds.
And those are the turnovers that the Indiana Fever cannot afford. The unforced kind of just silly ones that happen. On occasion, because Connecticut's so good defensively, they're going to force you into fourth turnover slide.
Clark 0 for 6 against Bonner with her the front. Primary defender. First time this season he has guarded Caitlin Clark. Nice moves from 71. Bonner gets down. Shooting 3. And these are some. Some of the moments we talked about with both head coaches before the game, Rebecca, where maybe experience plays a role.
100%. Look at the Connecticut Sun roster. And how the first half has gone. Their best performers are their most experienced players. Both DeWanna Bonner, Alyssa Thomas have been in these moments many, many times.
Closing a half strongly. Going to see if it's 2 or 3 free throws here for Bonner. Closing a half strongly. Letting little things. Become big things. Some offensive frustration turning into transition opportunities on the other end for Connecticut. Connecticut does have a foul to give as Bonner. Will shoot 3 free throws. What's the first? It's an incredibly decorated career for DeWanna Bonner, who's still so effective. 14 points in this first half thus far. We gave you the playoff numbers before in her career. But overall in history, fourth in career games, 4th in career points, 9th in career rebounds, 8th in career threes made, 3rd in career free throws.
She's acting like she's been here before.
He has 16 points, and Connecticut has its largest lead. It's 8. A 12-2 run. Here's Smith. Dashing, dishing, Clark in open three. It's fired. They'll do it for the first half.
So, all right, there you have it. That's the end of the first half. Connecticut leads Indiana 46-38, 8 points. DeWanna Bonner has been doing a great job both offensively and defensively. DeWanna has 16 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. Also, she has held Caitlin Clark to 3 points, and I believe one of them was a free throw. Let's hear what she has to say.
You've been to do the things today that you haven't done all season. Guard Caitlin Clark. She's 0 for 3 when you're defending her. How have you made your presence felt there?
One is, let me knock on wood because it ain't nothing I'm doing. Her shots are just not falling. Yeah, so like I said, DeWanna Bonner 16 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 blocks. But most importantly, she has been able to hold Caitlin Clark, or at least affect her shot enough where she's only put up 3 points in the first half, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. She also had 2 steals and a block. Let's see if there's some positive here. So there is some positive here on Caitlin Clark's side. She has not had a single turnover in the first half of this game. Also for Connecticut, we have Alyssa Thomas with 12.7 rebounds, 4 assists. Marina Mayberry has 17 points. That was a great pickup for Connecticut because Marina can get hot and she can load it up. 1 rebound, 3 assists. Dejanay Carrington, I think the reason they did not allow Dejanay to guard Clark is just because of the emotional aspect of it. I think she did guard her in the very first few minutes of the game and got her hand in her face. I think hit her in the eye. Since then, DeWanna has been guarding Caitlin Clark. So Dejanay has 4 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Burton has 3 points. Jones has 2 points. And Nelson Odata has 2 points. On Indiana's side, Kelsey Mitchell has 11 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Dantas has 10 points. She had a couple of 3-pointers. Yep, 2 of 3. Aaliyah Boston has 8 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Lexi Hall, she has 5 points, but man, she has been killing it as far as just hustle plays. She has 5.6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, but she also picked up 3 personal fouls. So she was on the bench for a good bit of the second quarter. Caitlin Clark, like I said, she had 3 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steal, and a block. Erica Wheeler had 1 point, and that's what we have at the half of this game. Tasha Harris went out, and that's the starting. She's the starting point guard the starting point guard for Connecticut. She went out with an ankle injury. Very doubtful that she's going to return. She was defending a 3-pointer on, I think it was Lexi Hall, where she twisted her ankle. So, but I do expect that to affect them, but we'll see how the other players make up for that.
On the other side, not hitting shots, Caitlin Clark right now, a tough performance in the first half. She's shooting 11% from the field, 0 for 6 from deep. How would you evaluate what you saw from her in the first half?
Well, my evaluation is twofold, right? But the first thing, Chennai wanted Caitlin to get.
Get a technical foul today? No, you didn't really want her to go.
I do. I want her to play with emotions. Honestly, that brings out the best Caitlin.
But that's the thing. Playing with emotions and being emotional are 2 different things.
Yes,
and with this first half that Caitlin
I'm going to leave that right there.
has had, she could have gotten emotional. She has struggled in this first half. She didn't get emotional. That's a great sign. Her team is only down by 8,
right?
And she has struggled to that.
That is something to be said. Indiana Fever's not having a great shooting game right now. A lot of their shots are just not falling, but they're only down by 8 points. I think this is the best I've seen DeWanna Bonner play for a long time. I think she was just saving herself for the playoffs. I mean, offense and defense. And DeWanna has been in this league 15 years or so, and she is guarding speedy Caitlin Clark. So that says a lot about her and her freshness and readiness for the playoffs. You know, it's that experience of being here so many times. So it's good to see her playing like this. Because I've watched many a regular seasons game screaming at the TV, DeWanna, what are you doing? Where are you? And it did not check. Here we go. We had to switch from ESPN because of the delay in keeping up with the score to the WNBA app.
Which emergency?
The Trump is holding 22 million killer bees. It's be NATO.
Why didn't you tell me you were pregnant? God's gift to this hospital is just another doctor.
Earlier today, our 1-8 matchup, the Dream taking on the Liberty, Sabrina Ionescu. But this one was the Leonie Phoebish game, as we all expected.
Hats off to Leonie Phoebish. She scored a career-high 21 points in her playoff debut. That's what you for the New York Liberty.
Big three there by Sabrina Ionescu. New York up 27-9. She had 12 first quarter points. And then again, Phoebish.
I've been saying it. Role players win you games, stars win you series. Well, this game, the role.
I've been saying it too. If the Dream thought they were going to pull the upset, Leonie said, Phoebish, please. From the corner pocket.
One more time.
She's scared. Phoebish, please. Liberty take game one and emphatic 83-69. They can sweep in game two. A full plate ahead. Is this it for Diana Taurasi? As her Mercury gets set to face the Lynx, that's a game you'll see at 5 o'clock over on the ESPN.
One more year.
One more year.
She's like, I am good.
How about
20 is enough.
The ditch from Alyssa Thomas and DeWanna Bonner, the power couple, good for 28 points as their son had an 8-point lead at the break.
Obvious chemistry now.
This halftime report is presented by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Do it.
Come on, Dad. Get me.
So
Ally, we're helping millions save more for the things that matter most to them. Whatever you're saving for, we're all better off with an Ally.
Get back to work.
I'm a leader by pushing my teammates to be the best that they can be.
I am a leader because I set a strong example. I'm a leader by being responsible. I stand up for myself and others. I'm confident. I'm caring.
We want girls to lead their own way. That's why the NBA and WNBA are proud to support Lean In Girls, a program that teaches girls to reject stereotypes and embrace their leadership superpowers. This is what leadership looks like. 2 games, more Monday Night Football on ESPN, Louisville versus Bills Mafia, and on ABC, we're on Cincinnati and Washington twice. The Monday Night Party. As a prosecutor, I never asked a victim or a witness, are you a Republican or a Democrat? The only thing I ever asked them, are you okay? And that's the kind of president we need right now. Someone who cares about you and is not putting themselves first. I intend to be a president for all Americans and focus on investing right now in you, the American people. And we can chart a new way forward. I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
This is the GMC Sierra, powered by the TurboMax engine, with the confidence of 430 pound-feet of best-in-class standard torque. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. Get 0% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models, or current eligible GMC owners get for $7,800 total value. See your Valley GMC dealer.
Reporting with integrity, advocating for change. ABC 15.
Clark now 0 for 7 from 3. As Indiana comes up with a steal. By the way, Lexi Hall picked up that third foul, 3 minutes to go in the first half. Indiana was outscored 10-2 after she was. That's the 8-point difference. She went to the bench. All back in there, firing away. And Indiana just cannot buy a 3 right now. 3 for 17 from deep. A team that led the W in offensive rating. And 3-point percentage post-Olympic break.
If you're Indiana, you have to feel really good about the types of looks they're getting from them.
Yeah. Because so often against Connecticut's defense, you don't get good, clean looks. Tonight, they have Mabry clocks it in. Brenda Mabry starting the second half for Connecticut after Ty Harris left with an ankle injury. That's Clark finds Boston for 2.
And terrific job by Leah Boston. Not only to run the floor, but to be looking at Caitlin Clark, waiting for her to deliver the ball with the defender on her back.
8 points for Boston, 5 assists for Clark, who has not turned it over. Mabry off on 3. Mitchell the rebound. That's going to be a little screen on Melissa Smith as Indiana turns it over. Bring it Holly Rowe.
Well, you see Connecticut go on that big run and make a statement. Alyssa Thomas told me before the game, they call her playoff AT for a reason. She said, I always like to level up and bring my intensity to a different level. She said, this team has a lot of players who are constantly underestimated and overlooked. We're not the popular ones. We're not the ones that get the media attention, and we don't care. We just want to bring it. And they have gone deep in the playoffs for the last few years. She said that we are intent. We're going to be our playoff selves. And remember, she's once played in a playoff game about 20 hours after she dislocated her shoulder. Playoff.
Certainly is, Holly. As Holly comes up with an incredible steal. Block to the forward Mitchell of three. Indiana needed that one. As Mitchell had been just 1 of 6 from downtown. Here's Henry storming in. Gibson. Lefty finish. TJ Carrington. Clark, sidestepping 3. Clark getting great looks, but now 0 for 8 from downtown and 1 of 11 from the floor. Bonner zigging, zagging, in.
Great crossover right to left. So we're talking about scores inside and out.
Football season already and not a satellite dish in sight.
I hardly recognize the rules I grew up with. And I'm squawking. Y'all are whining while everyone else is watching nonstop football on DirecTV. Tell me, whose house is this?
Their house?
I think they're renting. Listen. I know they get easy access to all this football, but you know what you got? A coach. A cross-bone attitude.
Stream football without a satellite dish.
Now drop and give me 20.
20 what?
Yeah.
Has there ever been a better time for women's hoop? Megan Reyes here from Good Follow on DraftKings Network, bringing you all the action from around the league. Women's basketball is on fire, and DraftKings Sportsbook is the place to bet on this epic season. New customers, download the app, enter the promo code, and bet $5 to score $200 in bonus bets instantly. The crown is yours.
Asia, the car's small. It's a little cramped, but it's fine. Fine? When you became MVP once, was that fine? No, you did it twice.
They built you a statue. But you're fine with this tiny car when you could just sell it to CarMax?
You're right. It's not fun.
Can't feel my legs.
Never settle on the lot or on the court. CarMax.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
You can't handle the heat, Pops.
Ted, you're getting cooked out there.
Yes, Coach.
I'm sorry to say, you're being traded to Montana.
But I'm your father.
That's why this is so hard.
What team is in Montana?
Sunlights up the daytime.
Doctor, welcome aboard the Odyssey.
Moonlights up the night.
We've constructed a paradise here. So it's your job to keep everyone alive. I'm in. Right? Full steam ahead.
ABC's coverage of the 2024 WNBA playoffs, presented by Google, is brought to you by DirecTV. All your entertainment
nothing on your roof. Stream DirecTV satellite free.
Third quarter action. Game one of this best of three series. Just a massive disparity in playoff experience between Indiana and Connecticut. And it's the Sun who have a 9-point third quarter lead. Mitchell isolating on Thomas. Clark needs one. Missed her first 8 from deep, but that's what makes it a 6-point game.
Saw it in the commercial break. Caitlin Clark has played very well in this game. She just had not shot the ball well yet to this point.
At 6 assists, no turnovers against this Connecticut defense. Mabry with the action. Spot center from Connecticut. It's Clark. Looking at Shake Bonner. Off to Boston. Mitchell. Guarded by Mabry. Mitchell dances, dishes, aims to shoot. Mitchell on the move, lost the handle, loose on the floor. He can't get it. Mabry will pull.
The previous three from Mabry, he said Mabry was the answer. Something that you hear commonly because she is so good when the opponent hits a three the other way of answering on her end.
Mitchell draws two, flips it out. Largest lead of the game for Connecticut is 12. Mabry acquired just before the deadline as Thomas fouls Boston. And that'll be number 2 on Thomas. Boston, meanwhile, playing with 3.
Brady Mabry just gets her feet set so quickly and steps right into the three, pumps her fist. Next time she comes down in transition, she's still feeling good from the one before. Yeah, showing some of that fiery emotion she's known for.
Just a critical addition by the Sun. A big 6-0 response after Clark had hit her first 3, cut to 6. Here, Clark gets 3 for the leg.
She navigated that ball straight beautifully.
8 points, 6 assists for Caitlin Clark. No turnovers in her playoff debut. Thomas, nearly threw it away, but Jones. Clark down the floor. Oh, we'll back it out. Here's Clark. Bounces the back Bentley. Wasn't ready for it, but ends up getting it to Boston for 2. And both offenses in rhythm here in this third.
Not choppy. Not choppy.
Choppy. After there was a lot of strange stoppages in the first half. 3 clock. Confused. A challenge for incorrectly assigned foul. Mabry, not that time. Here's Mitchell. Blistering off the floor. Her handle has been a little loose. In this game one. Clark backs away from the blitz, and there's the first turnover of the day for Caitlin Clark. It's Thomas, Shovels, Carrington. Mitchell can't hit the 3. Melissa Thomas, 12 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. She has 3 of the 5 playoff triple doubles in league history. Closing in on another. Mabry. Boston's 3, no. Bonner on rebound, it's on. Connecticut in this third. Carrington might have intercepted that from Bonner. Can't finish it. 15-point Connecticut lead. Mark working Mabry, penetrating, taking it. Electrifying three from Caitlin Clark. Up to 11 points now. Has hit her last two from deep. Jones, funny, no. Here's Clark. Thought about it. Forces it inside. Knocked it out by Jones.
How about the way Marina Mabry has come alive in this court, doing everything she can to get out and contest. Just didn't matter. Stepping back. Mabry just got a sugar head on that one. This has been a fun back and forth between those two.
Mabry with 11 in the quarter. Clark has 8. He has 8 of the last 10 for Indiana. Clark has an opportunity about Carrington. He'll stay here with the Fever. DJ Carrington lost her contact. Caitlin Clark had something to say to Dejanay afterwards. Remember, Dejanay caught Caitlin in the eye in the first half. You hear Dejanay say on anybody else that's a follow-through foul. Dejanay wearing a mic for us today, so is Caitlin.
Man, I can't take the contact off the floor dry and put it in my eye. I give these ladies credit. Give me a little saline solution when mine falls out right.
Oh. So Carrington knocked it away, and then Clark caught her with the left hand. And yeah, that definitely could have been a foul on Clark.
Certainly.
And the game was Clark who got hit on the eye by Carrington. Wheeler into the game for Indiana. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell's to for no. Paul getting it. Wheeler to the Fever. They go small with Wheeler. Carrington can't finish it. And a late whistle called against Clark, who sent Carrington to the
Posting up here. The left hand at the end.
It's a shove. Does enough to affect the attempt. That even though the contact is not a ton, it's enough to be a foul. And Carrington hits the first. Connecticut has the best winning percentage ever over a 4-year span for a team that did not at least win one championship over that time frame. Hit a monster on the offensive glass. Disruptive enough there. That was like Christy Sides talked to her team about and mentioned. She said, I told them, you cannot let whistles you're upset with affect your focus. Boxing out defensively on the line after a missed free throw. And there, Connecticut creates another possession.
I don't know, though, that was so much Aaliyah Boston's lack of focus. It's just great pursuit by Bree Jones to go get that offensive board.
Knocked away, Thomas controls, Carrington zooming in. Every time it seems like maybe Indiana can make a push back. Connecticut's had an answer in the third. Here's Clark. A deep bomb off the mark. Mabry wheeling lane can't hit. Got checked out for the Fever as Mitchell splashes in the mid-range. You can hear the crowd reacting to Indiana makes. It is a very split crowd here with the Fever and Sun in Connecticut. Thomas, this is the push shot. Opportunity for Indiana. Wheeler off to Mitchell. Corner three is short. Corey Jones secures the glass. Game one of a best of three. First round series. Game 2 Wednesday night. Mitchell nearly came up with a steal. Here's Burton. After three in game one of this best of three first round series. Caitlin Clark started to find her stroke, but the Sun lead by 11, and Marina Mabry is with Holly.
Marina, you get the start in the second half, and you come in torching hot, 11 points. You got to find your shot. What do you see?
Even some rotations, I think I'm direct to young player Thomas, so as you can
You're new to this sport since the Olympic break. How are you initiating yourself and finding your rhythm in the first playoff game with this squad?
I'm shutting my mouth and just so wherever I am, trying to find home. So I'm doing what I can.
Thank you.
Marina Mabry, a perfect fit and on time in the third. Connecticut leads by 11 to the fourth.
Let's go hard all day. Winners don't cry, they play. Start the game.
Gentlemen, let me introduce me.
Which you do you want to be today? At TJ Maxx, you can afford to turn your closet into a place of endless expression with the quality you deserve, styles you crave, and the prices you love. Maxx, what makes you, you.
How much time's up? He said it's a hard out of 10. Oh, I'm not worried. You're not worried. Just watch.
Siri, what's the name of the guy I had a meeting with a couple of months ago at Hey, Grinnell?
You met Zach Wingate at Cafe Grinnell.
Hey,
Zach!
God, did you remember me?
Yeah, of course. Since I saw you, I'm like, it's Zach. Nobody looks like Zach.
Here in the W, we pride ourselves on having a super welcoming, calm, low stakes environment. Basketball. This is a place where basketball matters. If you love real basketball, welcome to the W.
Welcome back to ESPN's coverage of the 2024 WNBA playoffs presented by Google. Sunday Night Baseball, Phillies Mets, City Field, 7 Eastern on ESPN, ESPN Sports, ESPN Radio. Coverage begins at 6 Eastern on ESPN2 for baseball tonight, Sunday Night Countdown. We saw Caitlin Clark doing some play-by-play of the Phillies the other night. Might be harder for her to see the action moving forward because she has a black eye that has started to form after getting hit by DJ Carrington earlier in the game. We are seeing a black eye forming under her right eye. Here's Clark on a 3. Taylor Clark now 2 for 12 from downtown. Mitchell 2 for 10. It's hard for Indiana to win a game when those two are not shooting well for 3 together.
Certainly, and that's a good look that they drew up to get out of the break. I felt a lot of times in the third quarter offensively, Indiana was taking the shots Connecticut wanted them to take versus what they want to take.
Harris was down with an ankle injury earlier in this game, has not returned. Marina Mabry, Veronica Burton handling the minutes. Scott Harris will not return as fast. Indiana turns it over.
Connecticut is just good and tough defensively, and they make you uncomfortable, make you do things you don't want to do.
11 turnovers now for Indiana. They averaged 18 in their 4 meetings in the regular season against Connecticut.
Connecticut has been one of the best defensive teams in the league for the last, 6 years?
Yeah. Burton sets up Thomas, shot point, off the mark. Rebound tip to Clark. Clark down the floor. Beautiful.
Great run up until you think that.
Voted her on my first team all defense. Clark, it's a Ben Lane. Started by Nelson Adota, checking in off the bench for Connecticut. Boston begins. The corner on the bench for Indiana. You think it's off one leg. No. Bottom the rebound. Connecticut firmly in control. 13-point lead. 8:35 to go in the fourth. Here in game 1, best of 3 first round series. Kevin Finlay combined with a steal. Here's Clark wrapping around. Clark to hesitation. He's finds home. Almost push shot. Clark coming out to the road. Good as Connecticut been defensively in the second half.
Pretty good.
If you start that first mic intentionally to build up. Burton the crossover. Thomas given a lot of space, but she has been able to hit that little push jumper today. Bonner. I mean, I think I'm a bit nuts.
And it was so pretty. Let's see it at least one more time. This block by DJ Carrington. So she's going to back better than everything else. So she just busts it down the floor. Doesn't give up on the play. Baby's going to catch it and score. No. She makes sure that's it.
6 for 26 for 3 in this game. There's Mitchell hopping to the hoop.
Oh my gosh, that
A chance for 3 for Kelsey Mitchell.
Shooting days in the perimeter for the Indiana Fever. But Kelsey Mitchell's been able to do this and get some touches in the paint there. Nice tough finish in the end.
These series are so short. Every possession just critical. See the numbers for Mitchell, who has been able to
definitely need at least best of 5
in this game.
definitely expected a better game than we're having. But
Three, and how about another 3 from it's a 2 from number 4. Let's see him.
Mayberry, what a great pickup for the Suns. What a great pickup. What a great pickup Marina Mayberry has been for the Suns. I'm not sure what's going on with Chicago. They got to be in rebuilding. Marina Mayberry, 27 points. Whew. 5 of 11 from 3. Like I said, she can get hot.
4x4s on cars.com again.
I honestly don't know what you're talking about.
I was thinking of something more sophisticated. Fine. Keep the beard.
Cars.com. Where to next? Okay.
Dude, I told you. DraftKings is the best place to bet touchdowns.
Best touchdown dance of all time.
Probably don't even know about this. This old school right here.
Oh, you want old school?
Oh, that's dirty. That's dirty. Look at me. I see what you're doing.
Oh, you don't see nothing. You don't want this heat.
No, man, there ain't heat to hit you with this right here. Get nasty on it. Touchdown. I didn't know that was gonna break.
Get up.
Respect.
King's new customers turn $5 into 200 instantly in bonus bets. Your crown is yours.
I'm over it. I'm over needing a prescription to get birth control.
Introducing Opill, the first FDA-approved daily birth control pill that's over the counter.
Because we're over the hassle.
No prescription, no appointment, no hassle. Opill, birth control in your control.
Do you have a Walt Disney World moment?
Yeah, I do.
I've got something.
Let me pull it up here. Let me see if I can find it. I took selfies with my daughter on my shoulders, and we were watching the fireworks show. I would always see these dads with the kids on their shoulders, and almost like a full circle moment. Now I'm getting to do this with my daughter. It's just really special to share that moment with her, to see her face literally light up when there's a boom of the fireworks. It's something I'll never forget. To be a father that takes their kids to Disney is so special to me. I have a surprise for you.
Oh, yes, please.
Feast your eyes on this.
That's sexy. Feels so new.
I want to feel this feeling again and again.
Can I hold it?
How bad do you want to hold it?
I'm not gonna beg, but pretty please.
Bertie, don't.
Go ahead, press the button.
Oh, it's glowing.
We should do this more often.
Agreed.
Rekindle the feeling of love with a new iPhone 16 Pro Max. And feel it again and again with the latest iPhone every year with AT&T Next Up Anytime.
Now it's time to take a look at what fans have been searching for, brought to you by Google.
Gotta be Moreno
Which is the WNBA playoff series format, a breakout surge in the U.S. And the WNBA playoff first round rolls off in 2 more game ones. Mercury Lakes, 5 Eastern on ESPN, then Short Aces, 10 Eastern, also on ESPN. Could this be the final playoffs for Diana Taurasi? Has not officially said she's finished, but the other night in Phoenix certainly. It's the finale. Meanwhile, Marina Mabry has been unreal in the second half, 20 points. Mabry, iron no, follows it up, another chance for Connecticut. Alyssa Thomas also has reported a triple-double, the 4th of her playoff career. As Thomas pushes it up short, there have only been 2 other triple-doubles in WNBA playoff history. Courtney Vanderpool and Sharon Swoops. They each have one. That's it. So this sets it down. One shifting Vandal. And here comes Courtney. The foul called on Boston. Holly talked about playoff 18 very consistently throughout her career. Alyssa Thomas has risen to the moment this time of year and does so while almost never sitting.
Right. Just in this game, she came out and sent the ball right away in the first quarter.
Off the seal. Clark into the paint. Bounces to Boston. A chance for 3 for Leah Boston. 8 assists for Caitlin Clark. Boston now at 18 for her playoff debut.
Pushing in transition. Good job by Leah Boston to continue to run the floor, finish as well.
Chance for 3 for Boston. Second player with a double-double in her playoff debut. One of the goats of this league to make the second seal. Finishes for 3 throws. Fifteen points now, 2 rebounds, 2 blocks for Leah Boston. Misses the playoff. Oh, in the corner. Good look again. Good look again. It's just the second three-point attempt of the game for Lexi Hall, which is a huge victory in itself. Follow is shot the three at 63% post also. Timeout Sun, they lead by 18.
People always say,
It is what it is.
until it isn't. Remember before AI when you had to type to search? And when you couldn't ask your phone to do this?
Put these restaurants on the map.
Huh. What about taking a photo and reimagining it? Remember when all phones pretty much did the same stuff? Until they didn't. Get the all-new Google Pixel 9 Pro phone at googlestore.com. The perfect match. It's what so many of us are looking for. When it comes to getting a mortgage, how do you find the one that's perfect for you? MortgageMatchup.com. Because the only way to get a mortgage that's easier and more affordable is to find a local home loan expert first. Go to MortgageMatchup.com today. There's more in any business than the game is in. You want to meet customers where they are.
Digital experience game.
Make buying friction-free.
E-commerce strategy game.
Build competitive advantage. Rewrite the playbook game. That's where Deloitte comes in. We can help businesses of every kind advance and connect all that it takes to prepare.
Whatever game you're in.
Deloitte, proud sponsor of Progress. Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink. Designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best. Because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
Are they really going to spend all day streaming college football on DirecTV? Can you blame them? They've got the biggest rivalries.
And bowl games. Speaking of, Frank, run a snack to the bowl of chips. Bobby, button hook to the sauce.
What are you going to do, Coach Brian?
Don't question your coach, man.
You know when you're living your life and then all of a sudden you're out there helping cops solve crimes? That's me.
Big brain of hers is going to help us close out the cases.
Got a dead body, gotta go.
High potential new Tuesday on ABC. ABC's coverage of the 2024 WNBA playoffs is presented by Google Pixel, the only phone engineered by Google. In part by Gatorade, Is It In You? And Nike.
The Indiana Fever, the best three-point shooting team in the WNBA second half of the season, have struggled mightily from there today. Back up the chain to game two for the new Alpine Harrison a booth after rolling her ankle earlier this game. Marina Mabry has stepped up in her absence. The most points off the bench in WNBA playoff history. 27 for Mabry, 20 of them in the second half.
Yeah, that's the difference maker offensively for Connecticut here in this game.
Thomas off the first three. It's been Connecticut. The second team, that's 47%.
Because if you're Indiana, you start to look at the game. It's an Indiana team all season long who beat their opponent by just scoring a lot. Defense. If you're Indiana, you have to feel pretty good about the looks you got. They were getting good open looks for the perimeters. Couldn't make them.
Let's send things over to Holly Rock.
Well, Marina Mabry, an epic day off the bench. Her career has been one of ups and downs. She was a great national champion at Notre Dame, won a title there, but barely made. Oh, we've got an injury. I'm going to get it back to you.
All right, Holly, thank you very much. Because
no.
Alyssa Thomas grabbing
Whew. Let's hope it's not a. Yeah, see, at the end of the game like this, you got to take the starters
Her
out.
right leg and screaming as she does.
Walking off. Walking off. Take the starters out now.
Nine of 18 from three. This is a team that makes 6 games, shoots 33% on the season. And today has been lights out. And what is the biggest reason they've been lights out from three has been Marina Mabry. In this second half, she has been ridiculous. 5 of 12 from the day on three. We've seen her get in the quarter court. We've seen her get in transition, moving the ball around, popping out. I mean,
Man, I bet you Marina Mayberry
Barry is so happy not to be in Chicago right now, catching all the blame.
she has certainly just been in her bag on the offensive end of the floor.
She also has a toughness,
yes,
and ferocity that matches the identity of the Connecticut.
Do people still use that word?
They do now.
She has a fun what to say too about that.
They take a look at the upcoming WNBA National TV schedule tonight. 2 more games to come. Phoenix, Minnesota, game 1, 5 Eastern on ESPN, and then Seattle and Vegas, game 1, 10 Eastern. For more on these games. Go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app. So Indiana empties its bench. So does Connecticut. Or how about adjustments for Indiana looking ahead? To game 2, Rebecca, 7:30 Eastern, Wednesday night on ESPN.
Well, number one, early on in the game, they have to find a way to get a better flow and play with a better pace on the offensive end of the floor. And some of that is going to come down to just getting to the competitive part.
even the bench is getting in on it.
Exactly who she was offensively and defensively in this game, and your guards simply need to make some of those good looks you got from the perimeter. Again, you'd be more concerned. Looks, they've got good looks.
One of the things that we talked about earlier, but because Indiana hasn't shot it well, Connecticut has been so effective getting out in transition themselves. Olivia Nelson is back-to-back shots. Alana Bonner, 22 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Alyssa Thomas, a triple-double, 27 off the bench. A WNBA playoff record for Marina Mabry. Adding 14 from Dejanay Carrington on 50% shooting. And just a complete performance from the Sun as Victoria Sexton lays it in.
Beautiful little
Dejanay Carrington gets the critical goal. An impressive second half and an authoritative game 1 win for the Connecticut Sun over the Indiana Fever. The Sun swallowed the playoff debut. Caitlin Cook, 93-69, the final. And Connecticut takes a 1-0 lead in its best-of-3 first-round series.
All right, let's move on to the next game. Okay, so that's the end of it for. Oh, let's listen to Alyssa Thomas. Oh.
This game. I mean, they came out next ready to play. I mean, she had Marina on the 6%. We hold one of the highest scoring teams in the league to below 70 points a game. How can defense help you win this series? You know, it's a team effort. You got to come out, you got to do it again and be ready. You got a quick injury right there at the end. How are you? I'm good. I just took my ankle a little bit. I'm good. All right. Thank you.
All right, Holly, AT, thank you very much. Alyssa Thomas, the fourth career playoff triple-double. Marina Meek.
All right, so there you have it. That's the end of the Connecticut Suns Indiana Fever first round playoff game. Didn't go exactly like I saw it go, and I definitely thought Indiana would present more of a challenge, but I think it was just a case for Indiana where their shots were not falling. You know, they kind of live by the three, and sometimes you die by those three-pointers. So let's get into the numbers. We'll start with Indiana. Indiana, Kelsey Mitchell, she got off for 21 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Aaliyah Boston had a big game. She had 17 points. She had a double-double, 17 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. Dantas had 12 points, and that's off the bench. She comes off the bench. 12 points, 2 rebounds. Clark ended the game with 11 points. This is after having just 3 points, I believe, 3 points in the first half. So she came out and put up 8 more points in the second half. Not a lot. She had 4 rebounds, 8 assists. Not bad on the assists. 3 steals and 1 block. From 3, though, she was, oh my God, she was atrocious. She was 2 of 13, just 15%. But, you know, sometimes that happens. But she only had 2 turnovers. So there's your bright spot. Lexi Hall, she got into foul trouble in the second half. No, in the third, early in the third, and no, in the second half, in the second quarter actually, and sat on the bench for most of that. Came back in the game. She only had 5 points, 6 rebounds, though, 30 assists, 4 steals. When I tell you she's a hustle player, she's a hustle player. 1 block. Saxon had 2 points. And Wheeler had 1 point. Now over to Connecticut. Connecticut came out in the second half and just had their way with Indiana. Specifically, one Marina Mayberry, who they just acquired from Chicago for basically a half bag of chips and some drinks. No disrespect, but you know what I'm saying. They didn't really get anything back for a player of Marina Mayberry caliber. She erupted for 27 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. She was 5 of 12, 41% from 3. And she was perfect from the free throw line. DeWanna Bonner, I was definitely impressed all game long, both defensively and offensively. As a matter of fact, she was given the defensive assignment of guarding Caitlin Clark. So very impressive. She ended the game with 22 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 blocks. She also was 2 of 3 from the three-point line and perfect from the free throw line. Dejanay Carrington, I believe she started on Clark because in the very early stages of the game, she got called for a foul, hitting Clark in the face with the hand. Inadvertently, people. It's basketball. These things happen. She ended the game with 14 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block. And she was 1 of 1 from 3 and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Let's go to Alyssa Thomas. Alyssa Thomas had a triple-double. And apparently, see, I did not know this. This has only been done 3 times in NBA and WNBA history during the playoffs. You know that's going to change. if Clark doesn't get sweep, she'll definitely have an opportunity to put up a triple double. But yeah, Alyssa Thomas had a triple double, 12 points, 10 rebounds, 13 assists, 13 of them. She did not get to the line at all. Okay. Burton had 8 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Nelson Odata had 6 points, 6 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block. Like I said, Brianna Jones. Brianna Jones, I don't know, she had a struggle of it in this game. She ended with 4 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 steals. Brianna Jones, I'm impressed by that, and 1 block. Ty Harris, it looks like she's probably going to be out for the rest of this playoff, which is really 3 games. They got to change that. I am for certain they're not going to have a 3-game playoff series next year. I'm for certain it's going to be 5. It has to be, because they're just leaving money on the table at that point. But I understood why. So Ty Harris is going to be gone for this series at least. She twisted her ankle, as I said earlier in this live. Defending Lexi Hall on a 3, stepped on her foot, twisted her ankle. She came back out to the floor, but she had on a ankle boot. So that's how you have it. That's the game. Indiana really got squashed by Connecticut in the second half. In the first half, they were hanging with them, even though their shots weren't falling. But then Connecticut's shots really started to fall. So the game ended 93-69. Thank you, guys. I'm going to stick with it and move over to the Mercury Lynx game. This should be a very good game, I'm hoping. I definitely want to see the Lynx do their thing because they're my dark horse to win it all. So let's see. We're going to go over to that game. Thank you for watching, or follow me over to that game. All right. See you on the next one.